Transgender golfer Haley Davidson is looking to become the first transgender golfer to compete in the LPGA.
Yeah, right now, Davidson is on track to getting in. Davidson made history by becoming the first trans golfer to win a professional tournament and the second to play in the first stage of the LPGA qualifying school. If she advances to the 2023 Epson Tour, Davidson could then qualify for the LPGA Tour. Let's bring back our panel to weigh in. Anthony Sabatini, Sonia Morris. Sonia, down is up is down. I don't get this. I just don't understand why this continues to be allowed to happen.
Well, sometimes you feel like you're living in an alternate universe,
yes,
the way things are going, and why.
Well
earlier, one of the panelists talked about the fact that there are certain things that are private. These things do not need to make their way into our public lives. And so I was reading an article where Bruce, the former
Caitlyn
Jenner, yes.
Yeah.
Jenner basically said that there's a little left over. I'm assuming he's saying a little testosterone left over because he's able to hit still 300 yards, and that the average woman, I think, can hit about 200 yards. So the fact that he's been taking all these drugs and hormones, et cetera, to turn him into a female doesn't mean that he's not going to have an edge and an advantage, a huge advantage over women.
Yeah, hey, Sonia, great. I'm so glad you point that out because we actually have Caitlyn Jenner speaking about what you just said. So let's listen to this in her own words. Now, this came out first when the controversy around the swimmer Leah Thomas first arose. She said this on the Chris Salcedo show.
I play golf a lot. I still have the same length arms. I'm 6'1". I can still hit the ball a mile. Even being off testosterone and on estrogen for 7 years now, I mean, I still have a big advantage, especially over the women.
I mean, that pretty much sums it up, don't you think, Anthony?
Absolutely, it does. Here in Florida, I'm a member of the state legislature. We were one of the first states to ban transgender athletes from women's sports. It's an unfair advantage. It's fundamentally wrong. You're denying an opportunity and dreams from being reached for young female athletes who just want a level playing field. And this case is particularly wrong because from what I understand is this individual played in the men's professional golf tournaments several years ago and now is switching over to the other, another gender to compete over there. So that's just wrong. Stick with one and give people an opportunity to compete on a level playing field.
I've played a little golf over the years. I don't play a whole lot these days. And having played baseball, I can hit the ball a long way. But here's my observation. Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn, is 72.
That's a good point.
Hitting the ball 300 yards at 72. I don't care what.
Also, an Olympic athlete. Let's not forget about that.
A world-class athlete,
yes,
and recognized at the time as the greatest athlete, the decathlon winner. All right, Anthony Sabatini and Sonia Morris, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us on.